impressed him most about the 20-year-old. You know, it is usually Felix Hernandez with the poise on the mound. We are hoping to see that again today from the King. And for more on Felix and his bounce-back outing, let's turn it over to the guys calling the game, Dave Sims and Mike Flowers. Hey, guys.
All right, Jen, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Indeed, a bounce-back, Mike. Felix got roughed up, had a big lead, 7-0, 8-1, couldn't hold it. So now he goes against the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's got good numbers against this ball club. Goes against Jenmar Gomez.
Well, I think really for Felix, he's going to bounce back and pitch well. He pitched well in Pittsburgh earlier this year. He went 8 innings, gave up just 1 earned run for Felix. And I think that he was really upset with himself after his last outing in Anaheim when he let that lead get away. I think he'll be focused today, and you're going to see a tremendous Felix Hernandez right here in front of the Kings court. He'll be fired up for this one.
Eric Wynn said he talked to him. He said he's going to bounce back. He said that's what makes him such a great competitor and a great teammate. And a great pitcher that he is. So, indeed, everybody expecting Felix to be back on his game. Time for Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. And how about Mr. Kyle Seager last night?
Well, Kyle with his 10th home run in last night's game. He's now in the top 10 for extra base hits. 22 doubles for Kyle. He's just been really consistent this year. For Eric Wedge, penciling him in the lineup, hitting him third on a consistent basis. That's a nice thing for Eric, to not to have to worry about his third baseman and what his production is going to be.
Not at all, that's for sure. Kings Court in session today with Felix on the mound. A day game, day before a day off. Let's see how the King fares this afternoon against a hot team of the Pittsburgh Pirates. They've won 5 consecutive games, and they have the second best record in baseball. It's the Pirates and the Mariners. First pitch straight ahead.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Ford. We are local. By Safeco Insurance. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Grammy Award winner Randy Travis August 18th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Welcome back to Safeco Field as the relievers and the bullpen get situated for today's game. We spent a lot of time talking about the starting matchups for each game, but how about the work of the bullpen last night, particularly the job of Tom Wilhelmsen, as he once again looked like the bartender that we are so used to seeing. For more on Tom and his recent outing, let's go back out to center field with Brad and Bill. Guys.
Jen, thank you very much. Yeah, the bullpen did a pretty nice job after Saunders left in the second inning. Blake Bevan, a nice cover. Getting to Tom Wilhelmsen in the seventh inning. All he did, Bill, striking out the side, did it fastball, and I guess more importantly, did it with the curveball.
And he's got a terrific curveball.
Yeah.
The hard thing is that when you're a closer, being able to come in and have the touch on that pitch, he certainly did in this situation. Came out early, threw it early, was able to land it, and that gives his fastball a lot of space because it hides. That four-seam spin hides in there, and when you got 98 and you're throwing curveballs, they don't know when that's coming, and that makes it mighty tough. He actually threw a couple of changeups as well, and boy, his curveball got tighter and tighter as the inning wore on, and boy, this fastball hunt group of the Pirates, they were in for a world of hurt facing Wilhelmsen. I think the only issue there, Brad, is Tom Wilhelmsen comes in as a closer. You got to be able to throw your fastball for a strike because you don't want to walk people. There's still something that needs to get ironed out.
And that's the problem he had when he was closing. Yes. That's why he's taking a step back, but a good step forward, if you will, last night. Felix taking a step out there. Henry Blanco, his catcher, on the mound tonight. His third start against the Pirates. He's 2-0. His first pitch coming up, but hey, Queensryche just threw out the first pitch pregame. And if you're wondering which Queensryche that is, because there is two now, it's the one without lead singer Jeff Tate. So I'm not sure how you feel about that, but dueling Queensryche there on the field. Felix taking on the Pirates coming up here on Root Sports.
Kings Court in session this Wednesday afternoon here in Seattle at Safeco Field. That means Felix Hernandez is on the mound. It's Pittsburgh Pirates, second best record in baseball behind the Cardinals. Mariners trying to prevent a sweep of this two-game series. Glad you're with us, Dave Sims. Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Let's take a look at the Pittsburgh batting order. It's a good one that'll face the King today.
Well, it starts with Starling Marte. Marte with 2 home runs in last night's game. He is the leadoff hitter. Then it's Russell Martin, who also homered, hitting second. Andrew McCutchen. You can see what he's done against the AL West this year. A .471 average with a couple of home runs. He is their all-star. He will hit third. Then it's Joan, Alvarez, Walker, Sanchez, Travis Snyder. in the lineup today getting the start. He will play right field and hit 8th, and then Jordy Mercer rounding out the 9 for the Pirates. For Felix Hernandez on the year, an 8-4 record, a 2.71 ERA for Felix, 112 strikeouts to just 20 walks. That's great numbers right there for Felix. Opponent's average 246.
I think this will be a day for the Kings court to be at full volume, because I look for number 34 to be in full focus today, Michael.
I am with you. I think that his last outing in Anaheim, obviously everybody knows it didn't go well. He was about as upset about that, I think, as we've seen him. And so I expect him to be focused. He did pitch against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh earlier this year. It was an afternoon game like today. He went 8 innings and gave up just 1 earned run against the Pirates.
So your umpires here, Miller, Titchener, Scott, and Buckner. 65 degrees here. Weather in the area. Storm system, but we should be able to get this game in quite easy. Felix ahead of Marte. Gets away from Henry Blanco, starting his 4th game, 3rd time catching Felix.
It looked like Felix just spiked a changeup right there.
1-2 pitch. Foul.
Starling Marte, 283 with 8 home runs, 24 RBIs.
I like his numbers for a leadoff guy, plus the 22 stolen bases.
Well, I just like everything about him. When we said that when we were in Pittsburgh, getting a chance to see him for the first time. He's an exciting young player. He's really fast and obviously has some pop, as we saw last night.
7 triples on the season, fouls off another one. 3rd in stolen bases, having a really good year.
Yes, he is. There you go, our EQC tracer today. You see a lot of those pitches down at the bottom of the strike zone. That's when Felix is at his best.
Swing and a miss. He gets Marte, 1 down.
Let's take a look at the T-Mobile defense for the Mariners in this afternoon's game. In the outfield, it'll be Ibanez in left. Michael Saunders did not play yesterday. He gets the start in center. Andy Chavez, the center fielder last night, moves over to right. Then it's Kyle Seager at third base. Brendan Ryan back in the lineup. Trienfeld played last night. Franklin and Smoke on the right side of the infield, and Henry Blanco will do the catching.
Oh, so Martin Jr., the catcher. Ryan throws him out, 2 down. They were here early, and they're enjoying themselves out in the pen in center field as we come to you above the A in Safeco Field, just below the Roots Sports banner. Great view out there, and in Edgar's down the left field line.
It's a nice, comfortable day for him. 65 degrees at game time. A little bit of overcast, not too bad.
There's Andrew McCutchen, their leading hitter, 291. He showed tremendous speed yesterday. Last night with a double down into the left field corner in the 2nd inning. Was he there in a blink or what? You had your eyes on him.
I was thinking that he may try it, and I watched the burst of speed as he was coming around first, because that's when he had the idea to probably give it a shot. He ended up shutting it down at second, but you're right. Blink of an eye, he was standing at second base. Another exciting play. This is an athletic club. When you look at them overall, they have guys that can do a lot of different things for them. I like Mercer, the shortstop, Walker, their second baseman.
1-2 to McCutchen, their all-star center fielder. Clint Hurdle on your left. Player in his days in Kansas City. Boy, he was heralded as the next big thing with the Kansas City Royals. Had a good career, not a superstar career, but a good career. And there's the rest of the staff. Jay Bell, he was on the last Pittsburgh winning team. And let's see.
Nick Labe is always somebody's third base coach,
yeah,
isn't he?
He's a good one. And Toronto and Philly. Breaking ball hit down to Seager. Got a nice hop. Throws out. McCutchen, a 12-pitch first inning for Felix Hernandez. He's off to a good start. He's focused. He's determined. Could be a big day. A lot to be said about Indy Chavez. This 35-year-old playing like he's 22 leads the ball club with a .283 batting average. Let's take a look at the rest of the Mariner batting order.
Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Following Indy, it will be Nick Franklin and Kyle Seager. 22 doubles, tied for 4th in the American League for Kyle Seager. It's also in the top 10 in extra base hits with his 10th home run yesterday. Then it's Morales, Ibanez, Smoke. Saunders back in the lineup. He will hit 7th. He had last night off. Then it's Blanco, the backup catcher, hitting 8th. And Brendan Ryan, who also had last night off. He will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Take a look at the numbers for Gomez on the year. 2-0 record, a 3.07 ERA for Gomez, just coming off the DL. I think an interesting note looking at his overall numbers is he hasn't thrown more than 79 pitches this year in any of his outings. That's the most. He originally started in the bullpen. He did get a start against the Mariners in Pittsburgh. He went 5 innings, did not give up a run.
He had a forearm injury back early in the month, June 2nd, against the Reds. Came off the DL this morning. They said Duke Welker, one of their relievers who we saw last night, sent him back to AAA Indianapolis. 0-2 here to Indy. Foot race here at Sanchez to Gomez, out number 1.
Take a look at the defense for the Pirates. A lot of speed in the outfield. Marte in left, McCutcheon the center fielder, Travis Snyder, Mill Creek, he is out in right. Alvarez the third baseman, Mercer and Walker playing up the middle. Gabby Sanchez, the former Marlin, will be at first base. And Russell Martin, veteran catcher, behind the plate tonight, even though he caught last night, back out there this afternoon.
Pirates 6-2 on this road trip. They head home after today.
For Gomez, seeing him in Pittsburgh. Good fastball. He'll be in the low 90s with his fastball. A great changeup. He uses changeup often, especially to the left-handed hitters.
Nick Franklin with a bloop single first inning last night and a stolen base. 1-0. Center field backing up McCutcheon. He hit this a long way, but it's going to stay in the yard. 2 down. We'll bring up Kyle Seager. Boy, got a lot of jerseys out there. Look at that. Dan Wilson's jersey, Jr. Roberto Clemente, Jay So, Suzuki, and a lot of guys. You're a big jersey guy as a kid?
No.
Amazing how that industry has exploded.
Baseball cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think get the baseball cards.
And now, you know, people will drop $250 for an authentic jersey in a heartbeat. Kyle Seager, 0-1 count. Now 1 for 4, hit a home run on a 2-1 pitch. Leading off the 6th last night. It was all Pittsburgh. 6-1, 6-0 after an inning and a half. Going to win 9-4.
I was in the Little League program as a kid growing up, and my team was the Cincinnati Reds. That's the jersey I wore, Dave. I wore my own jersey for the Reds.
What number did you have?
I believe I was number 7 back then.
Swing and a miss. So Gomez gets through the Mariners 1-2-3 with a strikeout. Second inning coming up. On the case, he was on a pregame show, so I'm showing some of the great fare out there at the Hit It Here Cafe. Now he's in the left field corner to King's Court. Who gets a turkey leg today? Little Mariner fan Jr.
I'm impressed that he can hold it up. That's a big leg.
He almost fell over.
He's not sure what to do. There you go, Dad. Help him out.
Nah, I'm good. I'm a vegetarian, Dad. Come on, you're killing me. He posed well with it, though. Garrett Jones leads off for Pittsburgh.
There you go,
buddy. Garrett Jones gets into one. Right field. Chavez cuts it off. Jones with a home run against the Mariners in Pittsburgh.
This is an off-speed pitch, just 88 miles an hour. It looks like the changeup from Felix.
Garrett Jones with an 8th inning 2-run homer on Tuesday, May 7th in a 4-1 Pirate win. Here's Pedro Alvarez.
Alvarez, not much as far as average, 238, but 19 home runs and 51 RBIs for Alvarez.
He has come a long way after a very slow start. 089, 1 RBI, first 13 games of the season. Now cranking at 271, 19 homers and 50 runs batted in the last 56 games since April 17th. Felix Hernandez and Genmar Gomez, couple of proud sons of Venezuela, starting today's game. Right field, base hit. So the Pirates 11th in batting average in the National League, 9th in runs, 11th in hits, 5th in home runs.
Well, they're 5th in home runs, in large part because of Alvarez's 19. They're also 5th in stolen bases, so they will run given the opportunity, but a solid line drive base hit by Alvarez. It was on a breaking ball, so a couple of off-speed pitches Felix giving up hits on here in the inning.
Brings up switch hitting infielder. He's playing at second base, Neil Walker. Popped up in the infield. Let's see, Franklin or Ryan. It's going to be Franklin. Infield fly rolling effect. 1 out. 1 out here with 2 on in the second inning this Friday. Mariners are saluting the biggest blast in Mariners history as part of the first fireworks night here at Safeco Field. After the game, it'll be against the Cubs. The Mariners put on a post-game show that includes video and fireworks display celebrating great Mariner home runs. You're going to be bound to have a blast, so get your tickets. Get them at mariners.com. Plenty of tickets available for the weekend series with the Cubs. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. That Saturday game, a 4:15 start. Ball 1 to Gabby Sanchez. Gabby 1 for 5. Make that. Last night he was 2 for 5. He had a home run in the ninth. Tony Sanchez was 1 for 5 last night. One. Two count to Sanchez. And say hello to Ethan Daly and his dad Arthur, huge Mariner fans. Where are they watching? The United Kingdom.
Really?
Watch all the Mariner games from over in England.
Well, happy Felix Day to them.
Yes, indeed. One and two to Sanchez. 2-2. Third start for Felix against the Pirates. He's got a 2-0 record. 0.56 ERA. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. Nice job by Blanca to hold on. 2 outs. Second strikeout for Felix.
And a good fastball from Felix after pitches that were down in the zone. Elevates a good 4-seam fastball. Throws at the top of the strike zone at 93 miles an hour. And is able to throw it by Sanchez. See the late swing. Good fastball.
2 outs, 2 on, second inning. Enters right fielder Travis Snyder out of Mill Creek. And a lot of family and friends down on the field. Right near the on-deck circle before the game. As we found back. Big ticket day last night and today for Travis. Travis's dad with the silver hair with the glasses. That Pirate uniform on.
Yep. Saw him down on the warning track when the Pirates were taking batting practice today.
You took a picture of me?
2-1. Travis 1 for 12 against Felix. 2-1 pitch. Nice job by Smoke. Feeds to Felix. And the inning's over for the Buccos. First 2 men reach with base hits to right field, and then Felix goes 1-2-3. In the second inning, home second with Morales, Ibanez, and Smoke coming up. Good to have you with us. Day baseball here in Seattle. Bottom of the second inning. Kendrys Morales, Raul Ibanez, and Justin Smoke against Jenmar Gomez. Morales very dependable this year. 41 RBIs. Second to Ibanez. Kendrick's 0 for 4 last night.
First 7 hitters in the lineup, left-handed hitters or switch hitters for Eric Wedge, so they'll be hitting from the left side. And Gomez was throwing his changeup in the first inning, threw quite a bit, and was able to get through it 1-2-3. So I don't think he'll get away from that. There's another changeup that he missed with. Now Morales ahead in the count.
Gomez coming over from Cleveland in January. Now 4-pitch walk. So Kendrys Morales leading off the Mariners second. Make sure you join us for another Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday on June 29th. First 200 fans who enter the pen for early happy hour at the Rail Bar, you're going to get a free Silver Bullet Saturday t-shirt. That gets you an extended happy hour pricing until first pitch. Then, if you catch a specially marked Coors Light baseball during Mariners BP, you're going to win tickets to an upcoming game. Don't miss following Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday on July 13th against the Angels. Raul Ibanez looks at ball one.
With the shift on, Raul squared around as if he was going to bunt. Alvarez, the third baseman, playing out at the shortstop position. You can see the rest of the infield swung around to the right side.
Hard hit single to right field last night for Raul. 1 for 3 with a run scored.
A good month of June for Raul. .256 average, 8 home runs and 19 RBIs so far in the month.
1-1 pitch. Upstairs. Raul and Justin Smoke, co-host of the Mariners Care CF golf tournament a couple of days ago. Two. Mike Brumley out there, and he marvels at Raul. Says every day, same routine, works himself into a lather in the cage. Setting an incredible example for everybody on the ball club. And a 2-2 count. Puts it in play. Third baseman to the shortstop. So 5-6-3 double play.
Well, the alignment works this time. Ground ball back up the middle of the third baseman, flips it to the shortstop. An unusual double play, but you'll see that from time to time when you have the shift on. Now they're going to put a different shift on. This time they leave the shortstop at the shortstop position, and Alvarez moves around to the right side of the infield, third baseman. Justin Smoke with a home run. 2-run home run last night. We can take a look at the infield. Alvarez, the third baseman, is standing out there by the second base umpire, Dale Scott.
One. Gomez took the spot of Jonathan Sanchez in the rotation in early May. The 1-1 here. One and two to Smoke. You're going to beat the shift, he will. Drops it in front of Snyder for a base hit. This Mariner hit, second base runner.
He hit it right off the end of the bat a little bit out in front. It was a changeup, but he was able to stay with it. Soft line drive into right. Changeup was actually just off the plate away from him.
Michael's been slumping. Radisson Pine of late has come into a game defensive replacement late. Last time we saw him 3 days ago. Last start was on last Friday, going 1 for 4. Good to hear that news about Taijuan Walker, huh? The reports are really good.
Yeah, pitched well in his first outing at AAA. He went 6 innings.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 innings.
Well. Yeah. He and Brad Miller named to the Futures team.
Yeah, congratulations to them. Brad Miller now what, 22 games hitting streak?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Pop short center field. McCutcheon coming on. They'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left, no score against the Buccos as we wrap up this 2-game series. No scores. We head to the third here at Safeco Field. Partly cloudy here this afternoon. Getaway day game for the Buccos. We take a look at the Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Day off tomorrow. Cubs in town for 3. And then the Mariners travel to Texas and Cincinnati, which gets us into July. Sleep Country USA bringing you that Mariner calendar. Jordy Mercer. The shortstop. This one's in the Mariners shortstop. Ryan throws him out. Felix 2 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. Jones and Alvarez lead off singles to right with second. That's it.
Yeah, 4 ground ball outs for Felix. Next pitch will be 30. Throwing strikes. 20 strikes so far.
So what was that you were telling me about the Toronto Blue Jays and Munenori Kawasaki?
Yeah, Kawasaki, they activated Reyes from the disabled list today. And so they ended up sending Kawasaki down to AAA. But the unusual thing about it, I've never heard it happen before, was for Kawasaki, Gibbons, the manager for the Blue Jays, called a team meeting to let the guys know before the move was made that they were going to send Kawasaki down because he was so popular with the team and in the clubhouse and the fans, of course.
Became a cult figure up there.
Yeah, he did, and it was a tough decision to make, but they had to make room for Reyes, obviously. And that's what they decided to do. So it was an unusual thing to call a team meeting, and Mark Burley, was talking about one of the things that's really tough about the game is you get close to guys, and he said typically you walk in, guy's locker is empty, he was sent out, part of the deal, but he said it was unusual to have a team meeting like they had today in Gibbons to go through the process because Kawasaki was so popular with them.
He's a very popular guy here as well. He had a lot more playing time this year given the circumstances with Reyes going out with the first 3-4 days.
Yeah, and just recently hit his home run for him.
And he played a heck of a lot better.
He did. But I thought it was interesting that Kawasaki, when they were talking to him, he said, look, I didn't die. I'm a baseball player. I'm still going to be playing baseball tomorrow. It'll just be in a different city for now. Anytime they need my help, give me a call. I'm happy to come back. He was great about it. Yeah.
That's terrific. Broken bat looper. Franklin throws out Marte. Well, there's no denying that man's spirit because it's big.
Oh, yeah. He enjoys playing as much as anybody I've ever seen.
Still my favorite.
He enjoys it even when he's not playing.
That's right. When he would chase Ichiro out. But the best was when he ran a place at first base. Remember that?
Yeah, I like that.
That was amazing. There's Russell Martin rounded out the short. Fourth start for Henry Blanco since coming over. Third time catching Felix. Boy, they've meshed very nicely.
They have. And you could tell right away that they were close to each other and friends. We've been watching them in batting practice on the days that Felix isn't pitching, and they're usually in the outfield together.
So 1-2, 2 outs, nobody on. Pirates right now have the best winning streak in baseball, 5 consecutive games. It's their season best winning streak. Only the Cardinals have a better record, 48-29. Here's the 1-2. Count evens. Two and two. Swing and a miss, got him. Third strikeout for Felix. And his 6 in a row retired. Kings Court loving it. No score here in Seattle. Time now for our Century Link to what's next. Look at the upcoming Cubs series. Travis Wood against Iwakuma's got the second best ERA in the American League behind Clay Buchholz. Felix is third. Jeff Samardzija, the former Notre Dame wide receiver, takes on Aaron Harang. And Edwin Jackson, much traveled right-hander, 3-10, a sub-6 ERA, takes on Jeremy Bonderman. If the Mariners can start clicking here with the bats, Henry Blanco, Brendan Ryan, N.B. Chavez. Here in the home third, just one hit thus far against Jenmar Gomez. 6'3", 200 out of Caracas, Venezuela.
A couple of right-handers to lead off here. First time through the lineup for Blanco, and then Brendan Ryan hitting ninth. So if he goes to more fastballs and sliders. A lot of changeups though first time through the left-handed hitters.
High fly ball going foul. King's Court territory. Good day for those fans out there. 1-1 pitch. Ball in there for a strike. Gomez 5 scoreless against the Mariners in a 4-1 win over Aaron Harang May 7th. And he lost to Felix 3-0. Member of the Indians September 5 of 2010. Well, Blooper's going to get down. Base hit Henry Blanco. And Blanco with his second hit as a Mariner.
It's just off the plate away. Henry gets a piece of it and dumps it into right field.
First hit was the grand slam a couple of weekends ago in Oakland. Won a game for Felix and the Mariners. Brendan Ryan, the hitter. Strike one. 2 for 10 here in the homestand.
It looks like Gomez to the right-handers will throw more breaking balls. That's what we saw to Blanco, and now that first pitch to Brendan Ryan.
Oh, 2 to Ryan.
Was one of the better fastballs we've seen from him at 92 miles an hour.
One and 2.
Three pitches. Good shape with his pitch count so far.
1-2. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Gomez.
It was just a good two-seam fastball. Throws it inside, right under the hands of Brendan Ryan. Swings over the top of it. Well located fastball just off the inside corner. The Indies' second at bat. He grounded out to first. Was on a changeup out in front of a changeup. See if he can sit back a little bit longer. Maybe hit a line drive back up the middle this time.
Good call. However, it stayed up in the air from McCutcheon. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the Mariners' third. See history in the remaking. It's coming up Saturday. Mariners and Cubs roll back the hands of time to the early 1900s. It's turned back the clock day. Both teams are going to wear jerseys from the turn of the century. Plus, the first 20,000 fans are going to get a collectible poster thanks to Seattle Magazine. It'll be a game for the ages, so get your tickets now. Turn back the clock day at Mariners.com. Nick Franklin looks at ball one, fly to center.
From what we've seen of Nick, there should be a good matchup for him today. Running fastball and a changeup. Shown the ability to hit the fastball the other way, and we've seen him hit some changeups hard. In fact, I think one of his home runs has been off of the changeup.
Nick's ahead in the count 2-0. Ball for strike 2-1. Was it by the first baseman Sanchez? Blanco to third. Here's the throw. In there safely. How about the old timer? First to third with 2 outs. Pick him up and put him down, Henry Blanco.
Another good at bat by Nick Franklin as he gets an off speed pitch and hits it hard past the first baseman Gabby Sanchez. Closer play at third than I thought it was going to be. Snyder with a good arm in right threw a strike, and it looked like the tag was on the back. You see Blanco first to third, and you can see the tag coming in. Alvarez put the tag on his back, but his foot is on the base. Good hustle by Blanco. Darren Brown, third base coach. You can see how low he is, telling him to get down, knowing it's going to be close.
Henry will be 42 late August. Pretty good wheels. Kyle Seager struck out on a 1-2 pitch. First time up. A little late, fouls it off. 1-1. Scoring opportunity here for the Mariners. 1-1 to Seager. Back safely is Franklin. Two. Kyle Seager. Come on, Kyle.
Good pitch by Gomez. Good fastball at 92 on the inside corner. With all the changeups he's been throwing, I'm sure Kyle was looking out over the plate, expecting something away from him. Crossed him up with a good fastball on the inside corner.
1-2 pitch. Nice job smothering that pitch by Russell Martin Jr. 2-2. Throw down first, and that'll do it. So a big strikeout by Gomez gets out of first and third. 2-out trouble here at Safeco Field. No score. top 10 in extra base hits this season. That leads us right into our AT&T trivia question. Who holds the Mariners record for most extra base hits in a season? Is it Alex Rodriguez, Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar Martinez, or Brett Boone? For the most extra base hits in a season. Take A-Rod.
I'll go with
A-Rod.
I'm going with Junior.
One of the clues, you played with them. Yes,
Thanks. I played with all those guys.
Andrew McCutchen, Garrett Jones, Pedro Alvarez, 3, 4, and 5 here for Pittsburgh. Fourth inning. Alex Hernandez with 3 strikeouts. Tied the last 6 men that he's faced. Striking the outside corner, 2-1.
With Junior hit a couple of years where his home run totals were over 50. Just assume he would hit, I don't know, 30 doubles, maybe mix in a triple or 2. Oh yeah, I think Junior's pretty good.
And Alex had those big years as well.
Yeah.
Wonder if he and Brian Cashman are tweeting each other today after last night's
I don't
episode.
think so. I think that's
3-1 fouled off.
I don't think so.
Ace Court looking for strikeout number 4 from Felix. 3-2 to McCutchen. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. 4 for the ball game. 1 out here in the 4th.
On this one, Felix just reaches back, fastball up and in. 92 miles an hour, and just throws it by him.
Bring up Garrett Jones, led off the 2nd inning with the base hit to right. Alvarez followed with same, and then Felix got a pop up, a strikeout, and a ground out. Two-no. Fans are going with Edgar Martinez.
Not a bad choice. Edgar with
never.
a couple of years with 30+ homers and, I don't know, 40, 50 doubles. It's unreal.
Deck hitters Pedro Alvarez. Chase that one. 3-2.
Well, that was the good changeup from Felix. 89 miles an hour, throws it hard, and bottom falls out of it.
Paid off here to Jones. First walk issued by Felix. 4th of July weekend has officially been extended as the Boston Red Sox come to town Monday the 8th through Thursday the 11th. You'll see Felix Seager and the Mariners take on Big Papi Clay Buchholz to the boys from Beantown. It'll be their only visit to Seattle this season, so make sure you're part of it, of this second 4-day holiday at Citgo Field when you get your tickets at Mariners.com. Red Sox start today. First place in the East, 2.5 on the Yankees. In Baltimore, 4.5 Tampa Bay, and Toronto, 6.5. Swing and a miss by Alvarez is tied for second in home runs, second in triples, seventh in RBIs in the National League. Two. Strike three called. Gave up on it. Fifth strikeout for Felix Hernandez. 2 down here in the fourth with a man aboard.
This is really good pitching by Felix. A couple of changeups, then he comes back with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and he just splits the inside corner. Good two-seam fastball, a little run to it, runs it right back on the corner. Alvarez didn't like the call, but that was a strike. Good pitch from Felix. Set him up for that pitch.
Here's Neil Walker. Popped out to second base. 2 down with Jones at first. One to Neil. Down low. Here, Bill Miller, the outside low. You like umpires that do that?
Yes.
They're in the minority, correct?
Yeah, most of them don't do that. That's why you'll see hitters turn around and ask an umpire where pitches were. You don't have to if they bark it out like Bill is doing.
Three and one. On deck hitter Gabby Sanchez, the first baseman. Well hit, deep right field, and that ball's gone. Neil Walker with his 6th home run, RBIs 22 and 23. Pirate power again. Saw the Buccos hit 5 last night. 2-0 lead.
And this is just a rare mistake from Felix in a 3-1 count. He tries to throw a fastball, and it's right in the middle of the plate. You don't see that from him very often. Typically, he'll work that fastball off the outside corner or use his changeup and not give in to the hitter. But right there's a 93-mile-an-hour fastball that Walker turned around.
None of the home run balls were caught cleanly last night. And that continues on this afternoon. Two 2-0 here to Sanchez. Felix giving up his 9th home run of the season. Travis Snyder's on deck. 3-1. Back with the strike. Sanchez right back.
Don't blame him. Bill might have missed that one a little bit high. High breaking ball at 88 miles an hour.
And he lost the second walk this inning. Brings up Travis Snyder, grounded out the smoke. Fed Felix Hernandez. That was the final out of the second inning. 2-0 on a Neil Walker home run. Strike one to Travis. Rain starting to come down. The roof is in motion.
Good pitch from Felix. Good fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Didn't get the call. Felix's pitch count starting to climb on him. Working here in the fourth. 68 pitches for Felix. 39 strikes.
You can see the rain coming down. Two and one. No surprise. Henry Blanco going out to talk to him, try to calm him down. Snyder coming over from Toronto last year. 10 games with them, 50 with the Pirates. Breaking ball for a strike. 2-2. Travis hit .250 with Blue Jays. 10 games. .250 with the Pirates in 50. 2-2. Steady rain pouring. And Snyder's gone. That'll do it. 3 strikeouts here in the inning. 2 walks, but the big blow. A 2-run shot by Neil Walker puts Pittsburgh on top 2-0. He's all outfitted and everything. Looking good here at Safeco Field. The roof in the process of closing. It started to rain here. Pirates lead 2-0. Neil Walker with his 6th homer is a 2-run shot. You know what? Nothing is going to dissuade those folks from leaving the pen. They came armed with the umbrella. They came to have a good time, rain or shine.
Yeah, within a minute or two, they'll be able to put them away. The roof's just about covered that area.
Here's Kendrys Morales. They had a 4-pitch walk first time up. And he was erased on an unusual 5-6-3 double play. That's what Banez hit into. Staying away from him. 2-0.
All the pitches have been away from Morales. With the fastballs and the changeups that he's seen.
First strike he's seen today. Back up the middle. Shortstop waiting for him. It's Mercer, 1 out. 1 out here in the Mariners' 4th this Sunday. Youth Baseball Day. Mariners take on the Cubs. 1:10 start time. Tickets are only $11. Put on your uniform. Bring your teammates. Summer fun at Safeco Field. Not only will all youngsters be invited to take part in an on-field parade before the game, but you can take home an Hisashi Iwakuma poster thanks to Aquafina. Get your tickets to Youth Baseball Day by going to mariners.com/YBB. There's a Banez. Bounced into that double play. Here's Bunn again.
A little bit different this time. They moved the third baseman over. They had Alvarez playing the shortstop position when he was up. The last time was because they had a runner at first, and so they wanted to let the shortstop or second baseman handle the ball if there was a double play, which is what happened. But now with nobody on, Alvarez, the third baseman, will move around over to the second base side, and the shortstop stays in his position. Mercer stays at the shortstop position.
Rain's picked up a little bit. Roof about 3/4 the way through its mission. Going to make it down to first base. So a strikeout wild pitch.
We'll take a look at this last pitch. Russell Martin trying to block it, but it goes off the side of his arm. The Mariners will pick up a base runner. Bring up Justin Smoke. Smoke with a base hit his first time up. They had the shift on, and Justin was able to beat the shift, hitting a line drive in front of the right fielder, Snyder. And they'll put the shift on for him too, and this time it'll be Alvarez that'll be at the shortstop position. See the pitch that he hit, pitch that was down and away from him. Good hitting by Justin. Hit a line drive.
Pitch away for a ball. Mariners had runners at first and third with 2 outs in the third. Couldn't score.
Come on, Justin, be aggressive.
1-1. His hands again. Similar pitch, similar location.
It's 2 good fastballs, 92 miles an hour. You can see them, both of them, right on the inside corner and at the knees. Full of quality pitches from Gomez. Gomez now 55 pitches, 34 strikes for him.
Two and two. Pirates lead on a Neil Walker 2-run homer top half of this inning. Just about to the finish line for the Roof. to the first baseman. Oh, and they ball it down there and the transfer. Nobody at third. Raul saw it and gets down there. Well, the Mariners catch a break.
Well, they did, and it's one of the things that we just talked about. Last time it was Ibanez that was up when Alvarez was at the shortstop position, and they put him there because they want the shortstop who was at the second base side of second base, and he was the one that was supposed to handle the ball at the bag. And you'll see Mercer coming across the bag. Sanchez, good play, turns and fires, and he tried to throw it to Alvarez, but Mercer was trying to turn the double play, which I believe is the way they want to turn it. But Gabby Sanchez was throwing it to Alvarez on his way over there, so a break for the Mariners, see if they can take advantage of it.
Fielder's choice E3. Sanchez second error of the season. Mariners in business here. Michael Saunders, 1 out, runners at the corners. Ball 1 to Michael, fly to center on a 1-1 pitch, his first time up. Dribbler foul. Opportunity here for the Mariners, down 2-0. Compliment aboard.
Last pitch gives you a good idea of what Gomez thinks of his changeup. 3 in a row. It's rare you see pitchers double up with their changeup. He's tripled up with it.
2-1 pitch. Should be deep enough to score the run. McCutchen calls off Snyder. Scoring easily is Ibanez. So Michael Saunders picks up a run. His 15th RBI. Mariners on the board. 2-1 Pittsburgh. And for Saunders, his team best 4th sacrifice fly.
Good at bat for Michael. Ended up getting a fastball that was just off the plate away from him, but able to get it in the air. Raul was able to score without a throw. The Mariners taking advantage of a break. Pirates making an error, and the Mariners making them pay for it.
Blanco with a base hit the right first time. How about that? 2-1 pitch.
It was just off the plate away. Good hitting.
To Henry. Flips it right side. Snyder, long run. That is a foul ball, not by much.
Another pitch that was away from Blanco. Almost looked like your 50-yard lob shot there, Dave. Get the lob wedge out. Open it up. Little lob down the line.
Swing through. Finish the shot.
Finish the shot. That's right. Which is what Henry did, and almost picked up a base hit on a just going foul.
Set up inside. There's a foul. Blanco trying to keep this inning going here for the Mariners. They got a run on the board. Saunders drove in Ibanez. interesting watching catching style of Martin when he compared to Blanco and Zunino. All effective. He does a good job. He gets down there, just pretty much lays on it. Gets a glove
Smothers
out.
it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I was actually talking to Dan Wilson about yesterday. Danny was here working on the radio side, and he said guys that can move their body around and get the right angles on it can help themselves by keeping the ball out in front of them and not let it deflect off in different areas. And he said, and then the next step is to smother it like we're watching Martin, veteran catcher.
Nino's got very quick hands.
Yes, he does.
Very flexible behind the plate, can move left or right. Blanco's got the same qualities even at 41. 2-2 pitch. Side. A good bat by Henry Blanco. And Ryan's on deck.
This will be the 8th pitch to Henry in this at bat. So 68 pitches now for Gomez. He's been effective against the Mariners, but don't forget he's just coming off the DL, and his high this year has been 79 pitches.
3-2. Runner takes off. And ball 4. Smoke down to second. This is the second walk issued by Inmar Gomez. Pitching coach Ray's Search coming out. Search coming out to speak with this pitcher. 25 pitches thus far.
Which again, most of the time you wouldn't think much of it. 69 pitches overall for Gomez. But with him being limited on his pitch count, he originally started the season in the bullpen before he became a starter. And they haven't let him go past 79. I doubt he'll get past 80 today coming off the DL. In his 2 minor league stints that he had through 64 and 52 pitches.
Well, Ryan looking for a big base hit.
Justin Wilson.
Strike 1. Didn't start with Morales grounding out. Strikeout of Banez for a wild pitch got him the first. E3 fielder's choice. Got Raul to third. Saunders brought him in with a sac fly. Now a walk to Blanco. Smoke at second. Blanco at first. Big gap in left center for Ryan. Outfield playing shallow. 1-2.
And now the same pitch that he was able to strike Brendan Allen with his first time up. Good 2-seam fastball on the inside corner and down. Swung over the top of it. And there you can see that 4th pitch that he was able to get him to swing over the top of.
One and two. Couple of men aboard. Ryan pulls one foul. If the Mariners can get their money's worth here, it's been a long inning, half inning, 15 minutes thus far, just 1 run, trying to pick up another 2. And Ryan strikes out. Second time he's came. So the Mariners do pick up a run. They leave 2 thanks to an error by the Pirates. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Sports being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Roof has us covered up. Rainy day here in Seattle. 2-1 Pirates. Mariners do get a run on no hits and error, 2 left in the fourth. There's Jordy Mercer to lead off against Felix. 6 strikeouts for the King. He's got 2 walks. Gave up a 2-run homer to Neil Walker in the fourth.
Well, Mariners able to get one of the runs back for Felix. See if he can have a quick inning, let the guys hit again.
Major league pop-up. Seager calls off Blanco. One out. Ask the booth the question from Blaine. What's the latest on Stephen Pryor? Well, according to Eric Wedge this morning, Pryor threw 25 pitches yesterday. Nice and easy. Still has a big road ahead of him, but they are encouraged. Ask for more questions at rootsports_NW. There's a drive to the gap, left center field and deep by Marte. And Saunders can't make the catch. One hop into the pen. Ground rule double. Kid's got some pop.
A good effort by Michael Saunders in center field. He was shading him towards right. They tried to pitch him away, and that pitch ran right back middle in. See, Saunders will end up going into a slide out there on the warning track, just out of his reach, bouncing out into the pen.
13th double for Marte.
Bring up Russell Martin. Martin 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging his last time up.
That one foul.
So far the Pirates 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Able to get their 2 runs on a home run. 2-run home run by Walker.
Those of you keeping score at home, Smokes at bat last inning. Fielder's choice E6. Change just came down. Official scorer today, Dan Peterson.
I would say that's right. It looked like Alvarez was there to make the play, and the shortstop running across the back deflected the ball.
So 0-2 here to Russell Martin Jr. 0 for 2 day for the Pirate catcher. Low.
Felix at 77 pitches.
The other way. Smoke will take it. 2 outs. Down the third goes Marte. Bring up their all-star center fielder Andrew McCutcheon. Having a good year. 3rd and double, 6th in stolen bases. 0 for 2 today.
Next pitch will be 80 for Felix. Working ahead, 21 batters face 15 first pitch strikes for Felix. And he made the one mistake. It's Neil Walker, the second baseman, on a 3-1 count, threw him a fastball and it was center cut. he tried to throw it away, but ended up in the middle of the plate.
This game certainly in marked contrast with Felix's last outing, where he gave up 7 consecutive hits in one stage of the ball game. Five runs, 8 hits in the 5th inning at the Angels last Thursday. 2-1.
He's had a good fastball today. You can see that last one at 93 miles an hour with some good run on it. Had it right in on the hands of McCutchen. Pirates now 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Mariners 0 for 2.
Mariners get their run on the Saunders sacrifice fly. Here's a 2-2 to McCutchen. Got him looking. No protest from McCutchen. 7th strikeout for Felix. Pirates get Marte to third. He's left stranded. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh as we revisit our AT&T trivia question. Who holds the Mariners record for most extra base hits in a season? I went with A-Rod. Mike went with Ken Griffey Jr. Fans went with Edgar. Survey says Ken Griffey Jr. with 93 and 92. How about that? A-Rod at 91 back in 96. Now those for the 1990s. Real good run in terms of firepower. That is for sure.
We'll see if the Mariners get something going. Back to the top of the lineup. Indy Chavez here in the 5th inning. Indy's 0 for 2. Wasn't sure if Gomez was going to go back on the hill. He's at 75 pitches now. Yeah, Justin Wilson, left-hander, getting loose.
For 2 day for Indy. He's been consistent in his approach against left-handers.
Well, using the changeup quite a bit today. His changeup's been 81 to 83 miles an hour. Good movement on it.
Nobody up in that Pirate pen right now. 2-0 to Indy. Line drive center field. McCutcheon's got it.
Ball's knuckling on him out in center field.
Second time he's lined out to Andrew.
Solid line drive, and you can see him concentrating as this ball diving. Good catch.
One of the best center fielders in the game.
Yeah, brings up Nick Franklin. Nick 1 for 2. Solid base hit into right field his last time up.
Seeing ball to second baseman Walker will handle it. Quick 2 outs. Copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Quick 2 outs. Kyle, take your time getting up there. You feel it's the blow.
Exactly. He did too. Slow walk.
No, that's the wrong song. No, I wanted you to play the B-side.
Timeout. Call timeout. Wait a little bit. Clean the cleats again. Tap them off.
My guy's over there trying to catch breath here. Come on. To Kyle. 1-1.
Gomez now at a season high 80 pitches.
Popped up, shortstop to take care of it. Mercer's under it. Real quick inning. Denmar Gomez. Mariners are gone in the 5th. Six coming up. We take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game. A 3-1 pitch. Felix trying to get a fastball by Neil Walker. You have none of it. 2-run homer. That was in the 4th. Made it 2-0 Pittsburgh. Mariners answered with a sac fly from Saunders in the bottom half of that inning. And that's where we are now, 2-1. Felix Hernandez, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks today. 2 runs on 4 hits. There's Garrett Jones to lead it off. Garrett today with a single and a walk and a run scored.
And it looks like Justin Wilson, the left-hander, getting loose in the Pirates bullpen again. would think Gomez is finished. There you go.
Justin Wilson warming up. Did not see him last night. How about the Jeff Locke kid? He was pretty good yesterday, as advertised.
Well, a lot of fastballs, and everybody said that his fastball is going to be 88 to 91, and he's going to pitch inside a lot with his fastball, and he certainly did that last night.
One and two. At foul pass, Rick Sofield, the first base coach. Felix sitting on 7 strikeouts. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. That gives Felix 8 on the day. Here's Angie Mentic.
Guys, the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers start the day in a virtual tie atop the division. Today, the A's taking on the Cincinnati Reds and a pitcher's duel. That is until the 4th inning when the A's get to Homer Bailey. Josh Donaldson with a 3-run Jimmy Jack. Oakland leading Cincinnati 4-0 at that point, and it's still that way in the 7th. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Texas and Oakland, there you have it. Mariners a half game behind the Angels. Good breaking ball to Alvarez to start him off. He's got a single to right. Took a called 3rd strike. Alvarez out of New York City was the New York State High School Player of the Year back in 05. Swing and a miss. There's 0-2. Felix got Alvarez on 3 pitches. Route number 2 in the 4th inning.
And threw him a couple of changeups to get ahead of him, and then painted a fastball on the inside corner.
One, 2. Count evens. Starters comparison. Got him with high heat. 3 consecutive strikeouts. 9 for the game for Felix Hernandez as we play here in the 6th with 2 outs.
And this time another elevated fastball. You can see Felix with the 4-seam grit trying to ride this pitch up. He's able to get it in a good location to where Alvarez can't catch up to it as he throws that pitch by him. 9th strikeout for Felix. Bring up Neil Walker. Neil Walker, the difference in this game. 2-run home run in the 4th inning.
Well, he jumps on that first pitch. Line drive, center field for base hit. Bring up Gabby Sanchez. Strikeout and a walk today. One to Sanchez. Only 2 guys in the lineup that Felix has not K'd: Neil Walker and Jody Mercer.
First pitch strikes, a good shape there. 25 batters, 19 first pitch strikes for Felix. He's now at 95 pitches. pitches for Felix working here in the 6th inning.
Here, Pittsburgh, day off tomorrow, go home to open up a weekend series with the Milwaukee Brewers. 3 games with them, then the Phillies come to town. 6-game homestand. All 2 strikes. Pirate fans in the building the last 2 days.
That was their only shot. A couple of games.
On 2 strikes, pitch. Bouncing ball to Ryan. Flips to Franklin, and that will do a couple strikeouts in the inning for Felix. See if they can get him some runs. He's down 2-1. Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Back here at Safeco Field, 2-1 lead for the Pirates. My heart is in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, but I root for the Mariners. All right. It's Kate Wedge's cousin back in the greater Pittsburgh area.
Well, take a look at what Gomez did today. 5 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, just 3 hits. Good changeup for him today. Gave up a run, it was unearned. A couple of walks, 5 strikeouts, 81 pitches, 49 of those for strikes. Justin Wilson will take over. 28 appearances on the year. Good record, 5-1 record. ERA just over 2. He has pitched well. Giving up a couple of home runs this year.
Here's Morales, his first hitter. Checks the swing, ball 1. Morales a walk and a ground out today.
You think maybe the Mariners catch a break. Weren't able to do much with Gomez to get into the Pirates bullpen, but the Pirates' second best ERA in the National League as far as their bullpen goes. And from what we've seen in Pittsburgh and now here in Seattle, a lot of power arms. Wilson has one of them. His fastball will be 95 miles an hour.
They're topped off by Jason Grilli, their saver. Their closer, rather, who leads with 26 saves, tops in the American and the National League.
Well, they didn't have a nice 8-9 inning combination with Melanson. Also, Melanson has pitched extremely well for him.
We saw him in Pittsburgh. He really could rush it up.
So they can shorten the game on you.
2-2. Two and two to Morales. He's worked the full count. On deck, Raul Ibanez. 8 runs last night, dropped Pittsburgh down 4th.
That was a 2-run home run by Justin Smoke late in the game. Their ERA had been under 2, or under 3, excuse me, under 3. Now it's just over. Justin waiting to hit. He'll be at third.
Three-2 here to Morales. It's a fair ball. Alvarez throws wide and maintaining the bag with Sanchez for the first out. Raul Ibanez bounced into a double play, struck out, but took first on a wild pitch. He came around and scored. A Saunders sacrifice fly in the 4th inning of Mariners' only run. Strike one, Raul. Started the ball game with under cloudy skies, and then the rains came. Had to extend the roof, cover it up as we look outside, looking north towards downtown area. Still a lot of clouds. A bit brighter though, which is a good sign. 1-1 to Raul.
Good fastball at 97 miles an hour.
One and two. Here's Bill Miller, say just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smoke's on deck. Taking the eye by Raul Ibanez. Smoke waits his turn. High fly ball, deep right center field. Raul Ibanez gone again. His 18th home run has tied the ball game at 2-2. Scorching hot.
Well, as you mentioned, laid off a couple of borderline pitches off the plate away to Raul. A good eye to get back to the full count. And Wilson challenged him with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Fastball that was up out over the plate. Raul, the veteran, jumps all over. Get the bat started a little bit earlier. Get the barrel to it.
What a run for Raul Ibanez. Got it on a 3-2 pitch and launched that baby out of here.
His 9th home run in the month. There's a glove. Nice catch out there in right center field.
This one popped foul out of play. This guy caught the Morales game winner on Sunday.
Back to back, Smoke.
Count him up. He's got pretty good treasure in that bag, huh?
9 home runs in the month for Raul.
That's outstanding.
It's been hot.
2-2 ball game. It's just fantastic. Who knew? 41 years old. I'll tell you what. Get back to New York, All-Star game, City Field. Got to consider
put him in the home run contest.
Absolutely. 18 homers, 43 RBIs, and here we are on June 26th. Nobody envisioned that. Time leader in home runs in this ballpark. 1-2 here to Smoke. We're going to see even more of this list as Raul continues on his run. Teddy Ballgame is a 41-year-old in 1960 hit 29 home runs.
Stan Musial up next. It's pretty good when you can talk about Ted Williams and Stan Musial.
Hey,
that's nice company to be in. Yeah, that's right.
Williams perhaps the greatest hitter of all time, and Musial right there. Like 3 called Smoke. We took a lot off of that pitch. Out number 2. Brings up Michael Saunders. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly, brought home the Mariners' first run. That was in the 4th inning. He scored Raul Ibanez. Up high for ball 1. Bachelorette party. I don't want dances. I want to meet Raul. Michael hitting 186 against left-handed pitching. 2-1.
He's in a hitter's count now, 3-1. He can do the same thing that Raul did, try to cheat on a fastball. Wilson has a good one. He's been 95 to 97 miles an hour. Nope. 5 U's.
And fade. There's a strike. Saunders.
And that was the fastball. 95. Middle of the plate and up a little bit.
By Mercer, and he's safe. Michael Saunders is aboard.
An infield hit. Didn't think Mercer was able to get anything on that throw. I'm not sure he had a good grip on it when he tried to field it, but with Michael's speed, able to beat it out. So that'd be an infield hit for him.
2 outs, a run in. Tie ball game at 2-2 with Saunders' good speed. If he takes off here, leads the club with 10 stolen bases. Henry Blanco is the hitter. Base hit to right and a walk. Strike 1 to Henry. Pops it up. First baseman Sanchez for the play. The big moment for the Mariners in the sixth. The 18th home run by that man Raul Ibanez ties the score at 2-2. Field, bring your glove, and a couple of good things happen. Here's the game-winning walk-off home run by Morales on Sunday, and this gentleman right here makes a clean catch. So now you flash forward to today, 1 out, nobody on in the sixth, and Raul Ibanez, he goes yard, and who's under it with his glove and makes a clean catch. You got it. He made that catch as well. I don't have to get his name because that's been a very good few days. A couple of big home runs. Travis Snyder leads off, takes a strike. Snyder, Mercer, and Marte, 8, 9, and 1. Snyder today, ground out to first and strikeout.
And Felix right at 100 pitches, 62 strikes. An excellent job first pitch strikes. They 26 batters faced 20 first pitch strikes.
Strike 3 call. Snyder looking surprised and didn't like the call by Bill Miller. 1 down. It's 10 strikeouts for Felix Hernandez.
And take a look at the strikeout pitch on the outside corner. Snyder didn't think so, but Bill Miller did, and he's the one that counts.
Ten Ks for Felix. Brings up Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 2. Season high in his strikeouts, 12 against Detroit back on April 17th. Today's his first double-figure performance since then. Line drive right field. Base hit. After the day off, Mariners homestand will wrap up with 3 games with the Chicago Cubs. Our Century Link to what's next. Travis Wood against Iwakuma, Samardzija against Harang, and Edwin Jackson against Jeremy Bunderman. And we'll have Friday and Sunday's games for you. Saturday's game will be on Fox. There's Iwakuma right there, sitting up on the rail with Anthony Suzuki and Stephen Fryer. Top of the order, Starling Marte. Some strike.
Marte doubled his last time up. Put the ball on the warning track out in left center field. Bounced over the fence for a double. Charlie Furbush getting loose in the pen. Felix now at 105 pitches. His high this year, 114.
Oh, and 2 to Marte. Pirates took the lead in the 4th. 2-run number by Neil Walker. Bottom of the 4th. Sacrifice fly by Saunders. And in the home 6, Raul Ibanez. 3-2 pitch. 18th homer. Tied it up at 2-2. Back safely is Mercer. It's to Marte. Foul back. It's Mercer taking a lead. Goes, swung on a miss, thrown out at second, strike him out, throw him out, double play. Felix with his 11th strikeout, and Blanco throws out Mercer. That'll do it for the 7th. Take a look at our money tree in time play.
Henry Blanco still can get it done. This is a good pitch right here by Felix. Breaking ball that he gets Marte to swing. Marte almost interference as he came out over the plate. And Nick Franklin putting the tag on Mercer.
Blanco throwing out his first runner since becoming a Mariner. It was right on time. 2-2 ball game. Washington's lottery. Last year, Washington's lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They could do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's lottery, winning heirs are made daily. But a great strike them out, throw them out, double play to end the top of the 7th. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Mariners trying to get a split here with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Felix Hernandez talking to Raul Abanez. Raul has just been brilliant. Felix has been very good today himself. Got 11 strikeouts against 2 walks, holding Pittsburgh to 2 runs on 6 hits.
Vin Mazzaro will take over for the Pirates. Good sinker, heavy fastball. 9-1-2 for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 7th.
Brendan Ryan has struck out twice today. Bill Miller said no, it didn't hit him. 1-1, but it was close.
Almost sounded like it hit him, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Brendan didn't say anything about it, so I'm assuming it didn't.
1-2.
Good slider. 25 appearances on the year for Mazzaro. ERA just over 3. 21 strikeouts to 8 walks. Opponent's average a bit high at 295. He's given up 3 home runs this year.
1-2 to Ryan. Just got a piece of it.
And Felix up on the top step with the railing there. Untucked jersey. I would say his afternoon is done. 7 innings pitched for Felix. Gave up 2 runs, a walk, and then a home run, and making a 2-run homer for Felix.
So popped up. It'll be playable. Sanchez for out number 1.
Back to the top of the lineup. Indy Chavez looking for his first hit. Rounded out the first and a couple fly balls to center field. Last time lined out to center as Tom Wilhelmsen starts to get loose in the pen. Tom pitched in last night's ball game, was effective. 1-2-3 inning, all 3 strikeouts for Tom. Like he had his curveball back and looking for that pitch, and it was effective last night.
Eric Woods was asked about, did you think about putting him out there for a second inning? He says no, I wanted to get him out of there. He said I trust him. He said it's just a matter of getting his confidence back, and I was a confidence builder right there. Didn't want to tempt fate too much.
And I think that the plan was for him to pitch a couple of innings, but after that 1 inning that he threw, exactly what you're saying, get him out of there, let him feel good about it, get his confidence going again. So it looks like he will take over in the top of the 8th.
Chavez had a knuckleballing line drive to McCutchen his last time up. From the inside corner, 2-2.
Andy, quit pulling away from him.
Line drive right at Sanchez. Boy, he's hit the ball hard twice. Hard back to back now. Tough break. MLB.TV celebrates 11 years with new low yearly prices. Watch every out-of-market game live on over 350 supported mobile and connected devices in HD quality. MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV today. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. Quick 2 outs in the 7th. Nick Franklin 1 for 3. Mazzaro coming over from Kansas City, had been with Oakland in 09 and 10, Kansas City in 11 and 12. First 2 years started 35 games. Left field coming on. Marte outruns it, and that'll do it. Ethan coming up in a 2-2 ball game. Strong performance by Felix. Mike second, no decision in a row, third in his last 4 outings.
Yeah, really good bounce back from Felix after struggling in his last outing. Comes back with 7 innings, 6 hits, just gave up a couple of runs on a 2-run homer for Felix. 11 strikeouts in the game, 108 pitches, 69 of those for strikes.
How about Tom Wilhelmsen? A spirit-building, confidence-building performance last night.
Well, we've always said Tom has one of the best curveballs in the business, and it was effective last night. As you take a look at it, 3 strikeouts, all 3 of them coming on the curveball. So hopefully that's a good sign for Tom. He was also throwing hard. His fastball was at 97, 98 miles an hour.
2, 3, and 4 for big time here in the 8th. Russell Martin Jr., Andrew McCutchen, Garrett Jones. He did. Tips Rivera 5, strike 1 to Russell Martin. I like the verbal skills of Mr. Bill Miller behind home plate.
Yeah.
Very clear, concise. Strike 2.
That good card. Sneeze buckle.
All 2 strikes. Martin straight away, not too deep. Missed with that breaking ball. Charlie Furbush. Fly ball deep to left center field. Going back is Ibanez. Makes the play. 1 out here in the 8th. Waiting in traffic and paying for parking every day? It's Bush League. Step up to Sound Transit today. Visit soundtransit.org for details. Sun has broken through here in Seattle after we had the roof closed. Rain shower early on in the ball game. Here's McCutchen. Outside Andrew. 0 for 3 today. Ground out to third. Strikeout swinging. Strikeout looking.
Tom has a good fastball going again today. That last one at 96 miles an hour.
Pitch and high to left field. Raul settles. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Here's what Mariner fans are discussing on Twitter. Raul and Felix Hernandez. And
Tom was a little bit fortunate to get away with that last breaking ball. Is in the middle of the plate, but he gets the fly out. So a couple of fly outs for Tom, and that'll be it. They'll go to Charlie Furbush, who's been loose in the pen. Get the left-hander.
So Tom Wilhelmsen has retired 5 batters in a row in 2 appearances. Maybe at some point soon he gets a nice ovation here. He'll be back in his closer's role.
Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, down on the farm, a huge honor for two of the Mariners' top minor league prospects. Taijuan Walker and Brad Miller have been named to the All-Star. This is the Futures All-Star game. The two players will play for the U.S. and they take on the world. Walker went 6 scoreless innings in his Rainier's debut last night. Tom McNamara weighs in.
It was a good debut for a 20-year-old. I think a little nervous, just like anybody else would be, but ball came out of his hand well. He had downhill playing. His curveball was tighter. His cutter is a new pitch. It's getting better. So it was a good start for him in AAA. And he's facing AAA hitters who, anybody that's been out there that's played or scouted for a long time, those guys can hit. You make a mistake, they're going to hurt you.
It's very encouraging to hear about Taijuan Walker. Some video posted by Ryan Divish on the TNT website showed a couple of nasty breaking balls thrown by Walker last night. I mean, just good over the 12-6 over the top line, like Tommy said, real tight.
We'll see how long he's in AAA. Get him there, build up his confidence, more success, another step forward for him before eventually he'll get here. 33 appearances for Charlie on the year, a 3.81 ERA, 42 strikeouts. Yes, that's okay.
20 years old.
20 years old. Talented, good athlete. A lot of things to like about him, that's for sure. Power arm. It's interesting they have him throwing a cutter now, too.
I talked to Tommy before he did that bite, and he said he really loved the cutter. So that was sick.
A little extra movement for him on his fastball, and he has a good one.
Verbush does his job. 3 pitches, gets a tough lefty, and Garrett Jones. So the Mariners in position now in this 2-2 ball game against Tony Watson. Chance to get ahead and lock it up in the 9th. Baseball on Root Sports brought to you by Linwood Honda. Experience the difference. By BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us. And by Jack in the Box. Now's your chance to go big at Jack in the Box. Try Jack's Big Stack Burger. 2 jumbo beef patties stacked with onion rings, cheese, and pickles. See if the Mariners can get the lead here. Vin Mazzaro continues on here. It'll be Seager, Morales, and Ibanez here in the 8th. 2-2 ball game. Old tied it up with a home run in the 6th. Bouncing ball handled by Sanchez, taking himself one out.
Walking a couple of ground ball outs for Morales. See if he can get something elevated. Game-winning pinch hit home run on Sunday.
Oh, sure has been durable, even battling through some sore back. Here's a shot to the gap. That's going to get all the way to the fence. So Kendrys Morales will lope into second with a one-out double. It's his 19th two-bagger. Go ahead, run down at second base.
A couple of options to pinch run here. You have Dustin Ackley just called up, and I would say Carlos Trianfield. Those are the two that might pinch run for him, and it will be Ackley. As you see the solid line drive, he is aggressive on the fastball early in counts, and that has served him well throughout his career as he drives this one into the gap for a double, and Dustin Ackley will come on to pinch run for Morales.
Pinch running in the 8th here is Ackley with the Ibanez. Red hot hitter at the dish for the Mariners. 3-2 pitch in the 6th. One out, nobody on. He homered. Tied up.
Looks like they might just put him on. As hot as he has been, not surprised. It'll be Justin Smoak waiting on deck.
Here's what Raul did last time. Clint Hurdle wants no part of him again.
A good fastball out over the plate, and he hits it into the seats. Tie this game up. He'll get the free pass this time. Justin Smoak hit a 2-run home run late in yesterday's game. So far in this one today, he's 1 for 3. Had a base hit his first time up.
Clint Hurdle, in getting ready for this series, was well aware of what Ibanez has been doing. They got a chance to watch the game a couple nights ago when they got into town. So now Justin Smoak, big spot for him, 1 for 3. And he's got the go-ahead run. Ackley, a fast runner, he's out at second base. Smoak with a 2-run homer last night in the 9th, and they made it a 9-4 final. Base hits all he needs here. They give him a huge spread between Marte, the left fielder, and the center fielder, McCutcheon. 1 out. Consistently pounding him with that pitch all day. That one missed, 1-0.
It was a borderline pitch. He was able to lay off of it. Pirates outfield playing straight up.
It's a strike, 1-1. Dustin Ackley pinch running for Morales. He's out at second base.
Good arms in the outfield for the Pirates.
Marte's got 4 assists. McCutcheon's got 6. Snyder's got 3. 1-1.
They're just trying to stay in on the hands of Justin. Justin likes the ball out over the plate. An easier pitch for him to handle.
Ball and 2 strikes for Smoak. He's a strikeout victim. 2 outs.
Mariners now 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Just haven't had many opportunities in this one.
See if Saunders can get that go-ahead run in. An infield hit last time up in the 4th. Sacrifice fly got the Mariners on the board, made it a 2-1 game. Stayed that way till the 6th when Raul tied it up. To the gap in left center field, but Marte is there. That threat dies here in the 8th. To the 9th inning we go in a 2-2 game. Ready to start the 9th inning in a 2-2 game, and a reminder: the Mariners and EQC say thank you to all the members of the U.S. military with great ticket offers. All Sunday through Thursday home games, men and women of the armed forces receive $5 off select view or $10 off select main level seats. Take advantage of the EQC military special pricing. Simply show your military ID at the Safeco Field box office. We'd love to have the men and women in uniform here at Safeco Field. 9th inning. 5, 6, and 7 for the Buccos. Pedro Alvarez, Neil Walker, and Gabby Sanchez against Charlie Furbush. Alvarez today is single to right. Strikeout looking, strikeout swinging at the hands of Felix Hernandez. No decision for Felix today. 11 strikeouts over his 7 innings work. Line drive, base hit. He hung a curve and paid for it.
We'll see how long Eric Wedge will go with Charlie. He has Medina. Looks like he's ready to go out in the pen for the Mariners.
Neil Walker certainly was a pain in the side of Felix Hernandez, going 2 for 3, including a 2-run homer.
Here's a look at that breaking ball. Left it middle in. Alvarez has been a hot hitter for the Pirates. Squares that one up. Solid line drive into right field. Walker, a switch hitter, turnaround hit right-handed. We showed bunt. Kyle was playing in on the grass at third, expecting the bunt here. Gabby Sanchez, the veteran first baseman, waiting on deck.
Walker with 1 sacrifice on the season. On and 0. Foul, 1-1.
Take a look at the home run. Hitting left-handed, the switch hitter. 3-1 fastball, middle of the plate from Felix. One of the few mistakes he made.
One. Ball 2. Pirates 7th in sacrifice hits in the National League.
Melanson getting loose. Justin can get a good jump off of first base. It looks like Walker's trying to bunt it that way. Not much of a lead at all for Alvarez. He may have a play at second.
Wants it to first. He'll tag Walker. Down to second goes Alvarez.
And that will bring out Eric Wedge. He is going to get Medina.
Sacrifice works for Pittsburgh. Go ahead run. Down at second base. Gabby Sanchez will be the hitter when we get back. At Safeco Field. Question: are you the ultimate Northwest Mariner fan in the state of Montana? Lenroot Sports is looking for you throughout the month of June. Get a photo on Instagram or Twitter with hashtag UltimateNWFanMontana showing why it should be you. It'll get you entered into win a trip and a VIP experience at Mariners Fan Appreciation Night in September here at Safeco Field. Next month, we will feature fans from the state of Alaska. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Next spot here for Avis Medina. Pedro Alvarez at second. And one out. Gabby Sanchez will be the hitter.
And the Pirates so far 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. 25 appearances for Medina. Fine ERA at 2.70. Opponents average just 198 against him.
Strike one from Medina.
Medina has a good fastball. He's really consistent too. He's right around 95 miles an hour consistently in that area. Hard slider.
He's ahead 0-2. Medina, the fourth Mariner pitcher today. Felix started, went 7. Wilhelmsen and Furbush went 2/3 of an inning, and now Medina. 2. Ground ball to third. Seager holds a runner. Throws out Sanchez. 2 outs.
For a couple of fastballs, just a good slider down and away from Sanchez. Gets him to roll over on it. Hits it to Mr. Dependable. Kyle Seager handles it on the backhanded side.
There's Travis Snyder, ground out the first and a couple strikeouts, swinging and looking.
I'll put him on. Go for the right-hander. Mercer waiting on deck. Number 9 hitter. Pirates 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position so far. They've left 5 runners on. Mariners 0 for 4. They've left 8. Mercer with a base hit to right field in the 7th inning. Was caught stealing.
Here we go. Mercer batting in a 2-hole last night, went 1 for 5. Two outs, 2 on. Wrinkle in that one, strike 1. Bounced it up there, 1-1. Solid base hit. Alvarez to third. Throw by Saunders. Offline. Pirates lead 3-2 on the throw. Mercer takes second. Mercer with the RBI, his 11th.
Missed with a slider and came back with a fastball out over the plate. Similar to the pitch that he had a base hit on last time. This is a line drive right back up the middle.
Down to third goes Snyder. So the Pirates, 2 more runners in scoring position. One of their best hitters, Starling Marte, 1 for 4, stands in.
I'm sure that Alvarez touched third base with the front part of his spikes, but he didn't step on top of it. It's close at third. It's an awkward looking turn. Good slider from Medina.
Strike 1 to Marte.
Foul ball. Let's take a look at Alvarez as he's coming around third. See if he steps on the bag. C.B. Buckner, the umpire, was right there looking at it.
Dina ahead. 0-2 to Marte. 1-2. Perez, former Pirate, warming up for the Mariners. Strikeout, gets away, another run scores as Snyder touches up. Tough break.
Now another slider in the dirt.
strikeout and a wild pitch. Down the first goes Marte.
Take a look at this pitch. It's a hard slider. It looks like it hits right in front of the plate. It does. Hits the corner of the plate. Actually hits Bill Miller, the umpire, in his right shin guard.
Tough break.
Yeah.
At third is Mercer. At first is Marte. Russell Martin Jr., the hitter. 0 for 4. 4-2 Pittsburgh lead. Seventh man to the plate here in Martin. Out at third, you got Mercer. Marte's at first. There it goes. Ball hit right to Franklin. Throws out Martin, and that will do it. But the Pirates scored twice. An RBI by Mercer and a wild pitch. And they've got a 2-run lead. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Make sure you catch all new episodes of Mariners All Access every Sunday throughout the season before the Mariners pregame show. Get exclusive player interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. Now, if you missed Sunday's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout the week on Root Sports. For your local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. Sasi Iwakuma, we'll see him in the Cubs series. First things first, though, the Mariners need a couple runs to tie and 3 to win here. Bottom of the ninth. Mark Melanson takes over in the mound for Pittsburgh.
Jason Bay has come out on deck to hit. So is Mike Zunino. For Melanson, 38 appearances on the year. How about his ERA? A 0.96. He's normally their setup guy to Greeley, but he'll come in and try to get the save today. Opponent's average just 201. He's given up just 1 home run this year in 37 in the third innings. 40 strikeouts to just 4 walks. So the guys will have their work cut out for him. It looks like Bay will lead things off, and then it'll be Zunino and back to the top of the lineup.
Jason Bay is going to pinch hit for Henry Blanco. Bay 3 for 7 as a pinch hitter. Strike one from Melanson. Zunino get a chance to swing the bat. Here's a foul ball.
A couple of good fastballs at 94 miles an hour right on the outside corner to Bay.
Watson pitched an inning against the Mariners back on May 2nd, striking out 2. and 2. He's worked a full count here.
Mike Zunino waiting. First things first. Need a base runner.
Pittsburgh took a 2-0 lead in the fourth. A 2-run number by Neil Walker. Mariners answered with a run. Saunders a sacrifice fly. Ibanez tied it with a home run in the sixth. Fouled by Alvarez. The throw in time. 1 out.
Ball hit hard down to third. Looks like it handcuffs Alvarez. You can see him backing up. Does hit his glove, drops it in a strong arm. Strong throw across the diamond, threw it flat-footed.
Flat-footed like we've seen Beltrade do it a bunch of times. Here's Zunino pinch hitting for Brendan Ryan. Swing and a miss. Melanson's allowed. Runners have scored just 3 times this last 30 appearances this season. That might get it done. It will. Base hit for Mike Zunino. Oh, Luca. He's got a base runner, bring the tying run to the plate.
And back to the top of the order with Indy Chavez coming up. Indy's hit the ball hard his last 2 times. A couple of lineouts, 1 to center field and 1 to first. The hole open on the right side of the infield, and he get a pitch to pull. Another base runner. Alvarez, the third baseman, playing even with the bag at third.
Indy go deep May 29th at San Diego. Ground out first inning, third inning, lined out to center, hit a knuckleball line drive to go in the fifth, center field, lined out to Sanchez, the first baseman, in the seventh. To Chavez.
All fastballs. Surprised he's pitching him in. Typically in this situation late in the game, relievers will try to pitch him away, make him hit the ball the other way, but some fastballs on the inner half for Indy to hit.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Indy Chavez against Mark Melancon. He's been with the Yankees, Houston, Boston, and now in his first year with Pittsburgh. 2-2. Now, 2 outs.
It's just a good fastball to Andy Chavez. A little bit late on it, 93 miles an hour. He throws it by him. He was just late. Bring up Nick Franklin. Nick 1 for 4 this afternoon.
Strike 1 to Nick. One. Get 0-2.
Tied him up. Fastball on the inside corner and above the hands. Nick, like most hitters hitting from the left side, need the ball down. It's going to be up in that area. He has to have it out over the plate.
Watson in charge right now. 2-run lead. At the count 0-2. Pitch. That's going to dunk down for base hit. Making his way to third is Zunino. So Nick Franklin keeps it going. 2 outs here in the 9th. Tying run at first. Winning run coming to the plate in the person of Kyle Seager.
Looks like it jams him. It's a pitch actually that is in off the plate. You can see him pull his top hand off of the bat, just trying to get the barrel to it. Jam shot into right field, but it'll work.
We've seen Mr. Seager clutch up before at that big grand slam. Tied up next to frames against the White Sox not too long ago. First pitch to Kyle. Broken bat, fair ball. Sanchez steps on the bag. That's the ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates come to Seattle and take 2 games. 9-4 and 4-2. They've got a season best 6-game winning streak. Currently the longest in Major League Baseball.
Well, Felix, good bounce back game for Felix. He pitched well in this one, going 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. It was a 2-run home run off of Felix was the difference in this game. And Mariners just offensively not able to get anything done. End up 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position this afternoon.
2 hours and 56 minutes for this one. Mariners have off tomorrow, and then the Cubbies come to town for a weekend series. We will see you then, but right now we continue on Mariners post game. Brad and Bill.
Gentlemen, thank you. Yes, out here